In a kingdom veiled in mist and magic, a king and queen longed for a child. Finally, their wish was granted, and a beautiful daughter named Rose was born. A grand celebration was held, and invitations were sent to all the fairies in the land. 3 benevolent fairies arrived, ready to bestow their blessings upon the newborn princess. However, one powerful sorceress, Morgana, felt deeply slighted, for she had been intentionally excluded. The first fairy stepped forward and gifted Rose with unparalleled beauty that would captivate every heart. The second fairy granted her a spirit of kindness, ensuring she would always be loved. The third fairy offered her protection, a shield against any darkness that might threaten her. Suddenly, the castle doors burst open with a thunderous crash. Morgana swept in, her cloak swirling like a storm and her eyes blazing with fury. "You invite everyone but me?" she hissed, her voice echoing through the stunned hall. Before anyone could react, she unleashed a terrible curse upon the innocent princess. On her 16th birthday, Morgana declared, she shall prick her finger on a spindle and fall dead. With a swirl of shadows, Morgana vanished. Despair filled the room, but the third fairy, unable to undo the curse, softened its blow. "She shall not die," the fairy proclaimed, "but instead sleep for 100 years. The fairy continued. "She will only awaken when kissed by a prince." Desperate to protect his daughter, the king ordered every spindle in the kingdom to be destroyed. Years passed, and Rose grew into a beautiful, kind young woman, unaware of the dark curse. However, magic has its own way, and on Rose's 16th birthday, Morgana's enchantment took hold. A hidden tower, previously unseen, mysteriously appeared within the castle walls, beckoning Rose. Drawn by an unseen force, Rose ventured into the tower, her curiosity overcoming her caution. In the tower's dusty chamber, she discovered an ancient spinning wheel, untouched for centuries. Intrigued, Rose reached out and touched the spindle, and in an instant, the curse was set in motion. She pricked her finger, and a deep, enchanted sleep overcame her, plunging her into darkness. As Rose succumbed to the spell, the entire castle froze in time, its inhabitants slipping into slumber. A dense, impenetrable wall of thorns quickly grew around the castle, isolating it from the world. For 100 years, the kingdom slept, hidden from sight, awaiting the foretold awakening. Morgana watched from afar, confident that her spell was unbreakable and her victory assured. But legends of the sleeping princess and the enchanted castle persisted, whispered from generation to generation. The only way to break the spell was a kiss from a prince. One day, a brave and noble prince heard the tales and resolved to break the curse. Guided by the tales and his own unwavering determination, he journeyed toward the thorny forest. As he approached the impenetrable barrier, the hedge miraculously blossomed into a cascade of roses. Morgana, sensing the prince's arrival, appeared before him, determined to stop his quest. "You cannot pass!" she shrieked, unleashing a torrent of dark magic to bar his way. The prince, undeterred, raised his silver shield, a gift blessed by the benevolent fairies. It radiated a pure, protective light, a beacon of hope against Morgana's malevolent power. The forest trembled as the two forces clashed, light against darkness, hope against despair. Morgana unleashed a series of spells, each more powerful and precise than the last. The prince dodged her spells and angled his magical shield to reflect the sun's rays directly into Morgana's eyes, blinding her. With a final surge of strength, the prince shattered Morgana's defenses and thrust his sword into her heart. Morgana fell, her dark powers seeping away, and eventually she vanished into thin air, never to return. The prince ascended the winding stairs of the tower, his heart pounding with anticipation. He saw Rose sleeping on a bed. Gently, he leaned down and kissed her hand, a kiss of true love that broke the century-long enchantment. Rose's eyes fluttered open, relieved and joyful, grateful to the prince. As she awakened, the entire castle stirred back to life, the spell finally broken. Then the thick, dense wall of thorns vanished. The kingdom rejoiced, celebrating the return of their beloved princess and the bravery of the prince who had saved them. Soon after, Rose and the prince were married, their union bringing peace and prosperity back to the land. From that day forward, the kingdom blossomed brighter than ever, for true love had awakened not just a princess, but an entire realm.